I'm Chris Petrafka, and I'm super excited to have our second season host, Melody Shiflett.
Hello, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm super excited to be here.
All right, well, tell us a joke.
You want to hear a music joke?
No, I'm just kidding.
Are you sure?
Just kidding.
Okay,
Just kidding.
all right,
We're going to put a
all
lot of
right.
pressure on you for this first show.
No, well, I have one. It's how do you wake up Lady Gaga?
Okay, how do you wake?
Poker face.
We're starting off the show with dad jokes. That's good.
All right. And without further ado, Alice Evans.
Yes.
Hey y'all, this is called Trainwreck. Baby, I'm a train wreck and you don't wanna clean me up. You deserve a better shot at love. I can make it all up or I can make it go away. Well, you find a reason to stay away. Dear sweet friend, you were barking at the wrong tree. I lost all my leaves. When you're close, you were on my dial. I start to roll up my sleeves. Baby, I'm a train wreck and you don't wanna clean me up. You deserve a better shot at love. I can make it all up or I can make it go away. Well, you find a reason to stay away. I wanna meet you in another life where all my shit is in line. Cause you got something I can't put my finger on. It's hard to walk on the side. And I hope that you run. Yeah, I hope you run. Cause baby, I'm a train wreck and you don't wanna clean me up. You deserve a better shot at love. I can make it all up or I can make it go away. Well, you find a reason to stay. Well, you find a reason. Well, you find a reason to stay away. I couldn't paint a better picture myself. You were good and gold. I see us running aground and I want you to keep your soul. I hope you keep your soul, and I hope you stay, girl. Cause baby, I'm a train wreck and you don't wanna clean me up. You deserve a better shot at love. Well, I can make it all up or I can make it go away. Well, you find a reason. Well, you find a reason. Well, you find a reason to stay away.
Excellent. I love it. Wonderful. I don't know if you guys caught this, but there's a nice orange sign up here. From Zoe.
That
our
is a
lovely
great
sponsor. It is a sharp design. You
It's
know?
like floating
Not only is it
by
delicious
you.
beer, it is
Yes.
also
Could be a hat.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there's a lot of Tori Amos happening, you know. Who? Yeah. Well, you know, from the color of the hair.
Yes.
That's not gonna last
The
long.
sign is more her hair color, but
Maybe currently, yeah.
yeah, you were saying that was a big influence on you. Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Massive.
cool.
Yeah, I mean, first it was kind of Jewel in high school. Like I just anything, you know, brooding and sad and awful.
Oh, same. I
yeah.
love crying.
I just
I do. I get really into it. Yeah, I like candles and stuff. Yeah. So you normally play with a band, is that right?
yeah. I
Yeah.
play with my group, the Elevens, Alice and the Elevens, and it's Jane Gilman on guitar, Rachel Allred on bass, and Ren Lewis on drums.
Cool.
So there's not like
Yeah.
11 additional players in your band?
Just in my mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is quite yeah.
Right.
It's your imaginary friends. I had a question about
Yeah.
imaginary friends. That was a follow-up question.
All right.
Do you have imaginary friends?
I hope so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you know, they're kind of like the muses.
They won't text me back, but you know, I hope
Yeah,
we're
they're
friends.
terrible friends.
Those are my real friends. My imaginary friends are all texting me back.
invisible text.
But we are
Right.
missing some of them tonight, so it
We
sounds
are.
like-
Yeah.
I noticed that some of when I was listening to your music online before, that a lot of it is like pretty bass driven, or it's kind of a different sound than this more just like
Bass driven,
piano.
all right, Rachel.
Yeah. Or like one of the songs, I can't remember the name, but I noticed there was like a strong driving bass line. So what do you think are like some of the main differences between when you play solo versus playing with the band?
Oh man, I get to be so lazy when I play with the band. You know, there's so much you don't have to do as a musician.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, and Jane would have been here, but she got the flu like gosh, everyone else in America right now. And I hope she's
know.
getting better at home.
Yeah,
I hope
thanks
she's
for
watching.
coming, Jane. I mean,
Yeah,
seriously.
we love
you,
Jane.
I know you're watching at home.
Yeah.
Good looking out. Good
Yeah,
looking out.
and she's an incredible like solo artist,
Oh, really?
soloist, and on many different instruments. And so I just kind of hang back and play some easy chords.
Yeah.
So yeah, you feel like you're the rhythm section, and you feel like you're the the soloist, and you're everything all at once. And so I think it's just more responsibility.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, for sure. So it's all women in the band.
It is.
Yeah. What's that like? How's that going?
It's pretty cool. It took me a while to find an all-female band. I was in one prior, and then I snagged the bass player from that band, snagged Rachel.
Yeah.
And then I put an ad out on Craigslist and found Ren, and then a few months later found Jane, and because I think lead guitar still kind of like we all think of it as being like kind of a man's world for that instrument,
Yeah,
even
sure.
though like times
Yeah.
change, still it's that not too many women lead guitar players, so
Yeah.
it was really cool to find her.
Well, not too many women in pretty much every field.
Yes,
like they're always
true.
like,
I mean-
like in comedy, they're always like, "Oh, how's that? Like being in a man's field?" I'm like, "You mean like not being a nurse or a teacher? Like that's pretty much everywhere, dude. Like it's just like so, as James Brown said. That's
right.
Yeah. Another piece of
Recommend
shit,
the show.
dude. Anyway,
Yeah, I know.
just
He was lovely.
yeah.
I like his music,
Anyway,
though.
we're off track.
Okay, sorry.
Do you feel like you face a lot of stigma as a all female band or no?
It's interesting. Like, I do think in general, women musicians do face a stigma. We're supposed to be sexy and not age at all.
Right.
But yeah,
But
it's
also
true,
in general,
right? Yes.
in general, it
Yeah,
doesn't
I
matter
know,
what you do.
I don't know. I think guys, like, I don't know, maybe you don't have it easier, but I feel like it feels like I've got to, like, not be 35. I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't go
Right.
age backwards.
But the fun thing about realizing that you can't win is you can quit trying.
I quit music every
If
day.
Oh no, I mean just like conventional standards of like appearance for any kind of like.
That's
'cause,
true.
I mean, I feel the same way about like makeup or weight or whatever, and there's always kind of that thing hanging over your head. But once you realize you can't win, it's awesome.
Just give in.
Yeah. So do you have any odd routines or superstitions before you play?
Do I have any superstitions before
Yeah,
I
like
play?
a little thing you do.
I used to pick out the right color underwear.
The right color.
Yes.
There's
So
a
it
there's a wrong
changes.
color?
No, apparently there is, because like before a gig I'll be like, oh no, I'll play so many wrong notes, and I'll just put that color, right back in the
Orange. Ah! Everything's off
Orange
tonight.
is gonna make me screw up all night.
It's funny.
You could add that to your whole GoFundMe campaigns. People could vote on what color.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. The color underwear. Yeah.
$100, and you get to
Yes.
pick
Yeah.
the color of my underwear tonight.
It
You
would
can just
blow it
lie.
up.
You can do whatever you want. You can
Yeah.
be like, I'm wearing them totally.
Sounds like that could get dangerous. I don't know.
Sure. Yes.
Yeah. Do like a Twitter campaign.
And then you got the new album that's out, right? The EP that
Yeah.
you just come out. So tell us about that.
Yeah, so we just, speaking about crowdfunding, we just crowdfunded the EP, and we recorded it at Dale Watson's studio. Chris Burns recorded it, and my friend Max Keene.
Nice.
And we wanted to pick 5 songs that we felt kind of embodied our sound. And I think I realized, coming from a jazz background, I came here and I was like, I need to learn country.
Oh yeah.
like
Yeah,
and
right.
fast, like really fast.
Or you actually get kicked out of Austin, I think, after so many years of musician
think
if
so.
you don't
Yeah.
do a country song.
It's like a green
yeah,
card.
If
Yeah.
you can't,
That's right. Yeah, we're building
Get
a
out.
wall.
Yeah.
if you can't do that lick,
Or get out.
That's right. You gotta know that.
then you're screwed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was like a few months of crowdfunding and recording here and there when we could. When really just making an album is about everyone else's schedule. It's not about your own schedule. No, everyone else's, and so it took longer than anticipated, but it was worth it. It was totally worth it. There's actually on one track there's a banjo, and yes, banjos can sound sad.
It's the happiest sad song.
I've seen
Happiest
Deliverance.
song.
Believe it.
Is the campaign still active? Can people still join your GoFundMe campaign, or is it closed now? Like you've raised everything?
Oh, you can give me $1 million right now if you
Oh,
want
that's
to.
true.
Yeah,
So
that's
send
fine.
$1 million
Just
to Alice Evans.
bankroll me.
Venmo
Us.
is
I mean,
always
us.
open.
Yes, but they go to your GoFundMe page, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
They
cool.
do.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, because you had done a nice job raising. I was checking it out today. You do a nice job keeping up with that, which is great because people can start to participate more. So what's next now that album's done? Are you what are you planning to tour?
Well, kind of stuff like this where it's
Okay.
kind of starting in Austin.
Yeah.
Hopefully this program and getting on the radio and those kinds of things, and then there's kind of a tour off in the distance. I think probably this summer.
Okay.
Cool.
Probably want to head up to my hometown, Seattle, because I tried to book out the other way. Yeah, I tried the cruise. Like, yeah, Seattle. I tried to go book a tour
East
with
Coast?
a friend of mine, East Coast. Yeah, but like up through Nashville, and I think my tone is not country enough. Like, well,
The East Coast is tough though. It's
Yeah.
it's hard to book out there, no matter what the style. Like it's just a weird kind of. I don't know. West Coast seems to be easier for tours. It's a good start. Did you already have a release for it?
We did. We had a release at New
Cool.
World Deli. We're having actually another release in March at Dozen Street at 10 p.m. And one of my favorite all original bands is going to help us out that night.
Who is that?
It's fine, where I'm on TV and I'm forgetting their Day Eater.
Cool.
Day Eater, yeah.
Nice.
That's right. We'll give them a shout out, and we love New World Deli too. Heather hosts their open mic there, which we love.
Oh yeah.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Is it a music open mic?
Oh yeah, they do. Yep. We had Nicole Wagner on here, and she's a big fan of that one.
Cool.
So check out New World
cool.
Deli if you're in Austin, if you haven't
Yeah.
Yeah.
been. Yes.
So you said you're from Seattle. How do you feel like that's influenced your sound?
Well, Seattle still kind of has, it's not grunge. It's not, okay, it doesn't rain all the time. like when it rains here, you get your second freaking shower.
Yeah,
Not so much in Seattle. It's more like an Irish rain. But Seattle hangs on with a death grip to its jazz scene.
Oh.
And so, from going to Cornish and like learning the world of jazz and, that's how like Seattle has influenced me, I suppose. And of course, you got to listen to Nirvana and, all the greats that come from that area.
Of course.
Pearl Jam, the grunge era.
Of
But
course.
that's really, it's really quite gone. So,
Oh really?
oh yeah.
Huh.
That's that was the 90s.
I suppose if they did it now, they would probably people would be thinking like, wow, you're just trying to recreate the past.
Rehash,
And
yeah.
probably,
Right.
it's probably even harder to do that sound there
Well,
now.
it's a whole new genre, so I
Yeah.
mean, like now it can come from anywhere instead of like
Yeah.
specifically Seattle.
Right.
That's true.
I mean, I think
Yeah.
you can hear the influence in artists today, obviously,
Yeah.
from that era and those writers and stuff.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Did you ever spend any time in Olympia?
I drove through, if you mean spend time.
Because I know they have an interesting music scene out there.
There's
well,
a
like a
music
good, a good punk scene.
Wow.
Yeah, Olympia is pretty. It's very like northwestern, rad. Like just like people dumpster diving and like man, I'm not paying rent because like that's the man, bro.
that what
so
Austin-
that's
what
gonna
Austin
like
was like
foster foster a cool music scene up there. But yeah, I was wondering about if there was any jazz
Yeah,
out there.
no, that's just
No.
like, whoops, gotta pee. Apparently they're cooler than that now.
Let's take a rad pee.
Yeah, exactly. Totally.
Do you go back there very often?
A couple times a year to see my family.
Okay.
So maybe they're watching. Hi, Mom.
Yeah.
Gotta do the hi. Hi,
Yes.
Mom. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
And if you're watching, send in questions.
Yes, please do.
Let's check to see if we have any coming in, and we have a few here. All right. Oh, here's a great one. So Brian Pound, who was on the show recently, asks, what 5? Thanks, Brian. Not 2 or 3 or 1. 5. What 5 country
Brian.
songs do you hate the most?
Oh, thanks, Brian.
5.
5 of them.
Can I just say Shania Twain and call it good? Or,
That doesn't impress me much.
I know.
Oh, I did it! Ha!
Good.
All right.
Good one.
Oh, I thought I offended you for a second. What 5 country songs do I hate? Does he know that I can't even mention 5 country songs?
Probably. That's why he's
Yeah, that's probably
challenging.
why
He
he's
said he couldn't
asking
come
me
up
this
with it.
freaking question. Yeah.
How about 5 artists? So Shania Twain.
So Shania Twain.
Now you know you're never opening for any of these people.
Yeah.
So nobody. Everyone's great.
There you go. Good answer. Should we
Everyone's
go to the
great,
next
Brian.
question?
Yes, next
Yeah.
question.
Thanks, Brian.
Just whatever. I'm sure there's
Taylor
like
Swift.
5
Yes.
racist songs you can pick from.
From
Racist
Claudia,
country songs.
who's watching afar, I love Alice's hair.
Yeah.
So do you do this yourself? Is this,
I did. It was $5.
Oh, nice.
Is this also Tory inspired?
No, yeah. I don't know. My original hair color just kind of washes me out into the background. So
No, I love it.
Yeah.
Fiery.
$5. I mean, as an artist, you're not getting paid enough to like really go get the fancy hair.
yeah,
done?
we just
You guys aren't rolling in the dough here at the okay.
I know. No, I just prefer. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. But you can support
I like
these
living with
artists.
Yeah, you can.
Question from Mario here. So is it true that you give piano lessons? You also teach piano?
yeah.
Okay.
It is true. Voice and piano. That's my bread and butter.
Nice.
So,
Aw.
and I'm a yoga teacher too. So.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Where do you teach yoga?
I'm subbing right now at Crux Gym, but I just graduated with my 300 hours from Practice Yoga.
Cool.
right.
Very cool.
Favorite yoga pose?
Oh, favorite yoga pose. All of them. Shavasana.
Okay, yeah.
Like, I'm really lazy. Like,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
just really
Me
lucky.
too. Yeah.
I'm lucky
Corpse
that yoga.
pose. That's my favorite.
Yeah, just lay down and die.
Yeah. Shavasana, that's the only one I know. I practiced that for years and years. I really got that one down.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does take practice to relax.
It
Yeah,
does.
it's
That's
true.
right.
Unbelievably hard.
Hey, so speaking of yoga, can we hear another song?
Yes. All right.
That was my best lead in because I was thinking Shavasana
great.
next.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that?
There you
Uh-huh.
go. Nice
Shavasana.
segue.
Thank you. Yes. Let's hear another song and send in your questions if you're watching online. And then, and in between, if you need a break, run over to Hops and Grain and grab some Zoe.
All right, this one is called Bad Girl on a Bad Night. Quick story here. Beth Lee's going to be real mad. But it started as Beth Lee on a bad night. And because it was just a placeholder, I had her name in mind, but I removed her name. That's Bad Girl on a Bad Night. Here it goes.
There is no peace in silence. There is no calling away. And we calibrate our freedom, whether we go or whether we stay. And we gotta forget to remember. Gotta move on to come back. When to ask for surrender. When to place all of our bets, 'cause I feel like a bad girl on a bad night. Keep on bending my knees, trying to figure out why I can't be alone, be alone, be alone, be alone. Why can't I be alone? And you gotta let the tears come when you feel nothing at all and everything is empty. When your life is completely full, you gotta make a bad decision for someone to tell you you were right, tell you were living when you were just about to give up the fight. 'Cause I feel like a bad girl on a bad night. I keep on bending my knees trying to figure out why I can't be alone, be alone, be alone, be alone. Why can't I be alone? Don't let your story, don't let your story, don't let your story become who you are. And you gotta say goodbye the very moment you say hello. And your memories have died when you refuse to say what you already know. 'Cause I feel like a bad girl on a bad night. Keep on bending my knees trying to figure out why I can't be alone, be alone, be alone, be alone. Why do I feel like a bad girl on a bad night? I keep on bending my knees trying to figure out why I can't be alone, be alone, be alone, be alone. Why can't I be alone?
That was great. I could feel it, and I really feel like a bad girl right
Yeah. Oh
Take an
gosh.
aspirin, you'll be fine in the
That's like my anthem, dude.
now. I'm gonna remember that, but I mention that to Claudia next time. Just take an aspirin, you'll be fine in the morning.
Exactly.
Right. So we got another fan question from Brian Pound.
Oh, Brian. Oh my God.
Oh, he's on fire.
Isn't he
okay.
on tour
He's
right
sitting
now?
there
Sorry.
with his whiskey.
Yeah, he's just
I know
like,
it.
He's hanging out with Bob Schneider right now.
Yeah.
Bob's in there going, send us this question.
Yeah, right. So Mary Bankill, Kurt Cobain, Chris Cornell, Eddie Vedder.
Oh, my.
As in, what do I think about all of them, or who do I
No.
need to
No,
pick?
no, it's like fuck, Mary, kill.
Yeah, Mary, who would you bang? Who would you
Oh.
kill?
Okay.
Those are your three choices.
All of them? So
You have to choose. Which one would you marry?
Oh, I know, I get it. I'm just
Okay,
thinking
you
all
can
of them,
choose
marry
all.
all
You
of
kill all
them,
of them if you want.
fuck all of them, and then kill
Yes.
all
Oh,
yeah,
that's a
right.
good one.
That's a good. Yeah. Oh, all of them.
But
I
marry
like
them
your,
first
I like your
because
style.
Then
Yeah.
you get their money later. You know, you can marry them, and then there you go.
of them. You know,
I think I
yeah.
would Chris Cornell kill him.
I'd steal his,
I
his
know
vocals.
that's the thing. Is like it's just an easy choice.
Okay.
Also, I don't know what he would sound like in bed, like you know.
Like an
he'd be-
angel.
Yeah.
He'd be singing up there
Yeah, like an angel.
Yes.
very well.
Yes.
Fuck Kurt Cobain, because he would be a terrible husband.
Well, he's dead, so I don't know. Having sex with a corpse is just not my thing, but no judgment.
You know, I could make some really gross jokes right now, but I'm not going to.
Darn it.
Because I have class.
Yes.
I'm not going to joke about fucking a dead body.
I think I just pissed off half Seattle at this point, but
Yeah, pretty much. Yes. We lost that viewership.
Bad girl on a bad night. We got another question here from Julia Evans.
oh, my mama.
Oh, say, Mom.
What was your very first song that you wrote?
Oh, Mom. What's up with the audience? I mean, it's just like they're asking
And
impossible
and
questions.
we're live. That's right. So send in the questions.
Yeah.
You've got Alice cornered.
I have no idea, Mom. I can just say that I came home from high school after a party feeling inspired, and
Nice.
you know, she probably knows. She's probably gonna post it.
Usually that happens.
Post it,
Yeah.
Julia.
We've had a lot of moms come in and they'll start telling us stories. So feel free to send in stories. 'cause you-
Oh man.
Oh yeah.
So great.
yeah.
Ah, that's
Watch
so
the
cute.
Sydney Wright episode. It's a great one. Yes.
So when you were inspired from this party, right? Very
Inspired.
inspired, deeply, so very inspired. What did you do? Did you just hit the piano or write a
couldn't
couple
play-
lyrics or?
I couldn't play piano at that time. I
Oh,
actually played. I
wow.
started on guitar.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, when I was 15, I had a shout out to Gene Neary. He's probably not watching, but if he is,
He will be now, 'cause
He will be
Mario just
now.
tagged
That's
him.
right. He was
Right.
my guitar teacher, who I'll never forget. You know, he really helped
That's
me.
great.
Get into some really great artists like Stevie Ray Vaughan. I wouldn't know who that is without Gene Neary. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, so I wrote, just what I felt. Especially listening to a lot of Jewel and I connected on feeling miserable. It's just like I was angsty. I could never get a boyfriend. Like I was
Yeah.
a theater dork.
So you were just
and-
really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, right. There you
This is
go.
what it sounds
no,
like.
I was tragically unhip.
Having your own ladybird over there. Well, I think this is actually a good time to mention that,
Yes.
you, the people, if you like us,
You, the people.
you can support us. Isn't that so cool?
That's true.
We can buy like $20 hair products if you
Oh, that's true.
check out our Patreon page.
Yeah,
Wanna
go to
tell us a
our
little bit
Patreon
about
page.
that?
That's
Yeah.
right. Go to patreon.com, and that's what helps keeps the show going. We're a bunch of volunteers, and it helps bring people like Alice on the show. So, yep, patreon.com/music firsthand.
Support us. We're
Yes.
starving.
And a question coming back to this, but you brought it up because our viewers always want to know, like, so are you dating anyone? What's going on with the personal life there?
Well, I've got a wonderful man in my life.
Oh, yeah? All right.
Yep, Glenn Elliott. Shout out to Glenn
Okay.
Elliott.
Tag him.
That's right.
Yeah.
Tag and send in some questions. Okay.
Yeah.
And he's inspired a lot of the writing.
Cool.
So he's
That's great.
probably like, oh, don't talk about this, but
No, but this is the tell-all show. So,
That's
it
right.
is.
Yeah, you should
Yeah.
know that.
how long have you guys been dating?
Gosh, we've been together almost 4 or 5 years, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does he play music also?
He can circular breathe. He plays the didgeridoo.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And actually, yeah, right.
Cool. Why don't we have him on the show?
I know. Yeah, it'd be like 45 minutes. It's totally not what it sounds like. It sounds way cooler than that.
He's sitting at home going,
He's like, what did you
the hell
just-
was that?
Disrespected the
That's what it
ditch.
sounds like.
Yes. Okay, nice. So you guys have not engaged or anything, right? I don't pressure. Your mom's watching.
Yeah.
But I know she's wanting me to ask. So.
Yes, we've been for a while.
Okay,
We're like one of
okay.
those
Oh.
couples that's like, we're just, whatever.
All right. That's
Whenever
cool.
it seems
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good, no rush.
That's
Do
good.
you guys have any pets?
We do. I've
Yeah?
got a dog named Edgar. Edgar Allan Poe.
Oh, that's good. What kind of
Yeah.
dog?
He's a border collie retriever mix.
Oh,
yeah.
fun. Okay.
Kind of like your dog, like, hi.
All over the place. Our chief
Yeah.
of security, yes. Which
Yeah.
some of you have seen if you watch past shows, yes.
Yes,
real sweet,
she's
though.
very good at her job.
It's pretty intense.
It's like the opposite of my dog. I have a sleepy chihuahua.
A sleepy chihuahua.
Yeah, that's it. He just likes to
I didn't know there
sleep,
was such a
you know?
thing.
No shaking, no.
He gets nervous when it rains. That's pretty much it. It makes him uneasy. But,
Yeah,
you
so
know,
Seattle would be a
there's
bad
nothing.
place.
I wish I could explain it to him. Yeah, I guess he wouldn't really thrive in Seattle.
No, probably not. Yeah. Do you have
Shivered
any
it up.
songs that are written for the dog?
No, that's
Oh,
a great idea.
Oh, I hope they're not watching.
you heard it here firsthand.
Yeah, exactly. Let's write about our dogs.
Yes.
How
Edgar.
often is that?
Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah, there should be like a dog festival where everybody plays songs about their dogs.
About their
Oh my
dogs.
God.
That could actually happen. I could see that. Right alongside goat yoga.
Yes.
Whatever that is.
I'm sure that
Money
was,
ideas right
that
here.
was probably an episode on Portlandia already.
I hope so.
No, that was a dog band. No.
Yes.
If you could perform with anyone nationally known, dead or alive, who would you perform with?
Oh man. Of course the obvious choice is Tori Amos.
Yeah.
My other big obsession is Lucinda Williams.
Oh, yeah.
But
she's
I'm
great.
probably not twangy enough. But yeah, those would be the two. And then as far as I've got some hometown heroes I got to give shout outs to, like Beth Lee is an inspiration to me. Really great local artist and deserves more attention. Go out and see her.
Good. Yeah, that's right.
Elise Black.
Elise Black.
Yeah,
Are they both more like the style that you currently play, or are they different styles?
they're very different styles. Grace McCune, actually, I'm gonna give a shout out to her.
Good.
Hashtagging the heck out of everybody.
Please. Yeah.
She kind of got me into Tori. And
cool.
so, yeah.
My mom was super into Tori Amos. That's how I That's how I
I
found
feel
her.
old now.
Yeah. Well, I was probably too young to be listening to Tori Amos, frankly. But
Yeah, it's okay.
there were some things that I
timeless.
like used to sing along to, and then now as an adult, I'm like, wow, that is not appropriate. I had no idea what I was saying.
You're just singing it, blasting it
Yeah,
out in the
yeah,
car.
exactly.
yeah.
Just a little kid.
Song
like,
about
yeah.
masturbation. Yeah.
Yeah, totally,
this song.
totally.
Icicle. That's a good one.
Yeah, right.
Awesome.
Which I understand from her is that one of her big influences was Kate Bush.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, yeah. And I
Yeah.
didn't find Kate Bush until after.
Me
Tori
too.
Amos. Yeah.
Yeah, probably because of our age and, like when we kind of, when that music was out there. But yeah, there's a lot of artists. I mean, if you look at like Tori Amos, you got to go back to Kate Bush. If you look at Bruno Mars, you got to go back to MJ.
Yeah,
Yeah,
totally.
You know, Madeline Peru, you got to go back to Billie Holiday. And so we all kind of build on each other's shoulders and,
Yeah, yeah. It's or even Dave Chappelle said that one of his influences was Bugs Bunny, which like I've never been able to forget that. Like now that like that was like part of his like comedic influence and who he sort of like modeled himself after. And now I'm just like, wow, like I can't unsee that.
Right.
You should just perform with big white gloves on. That'd be fun.
Nice. Speaking of Bugs Bunny, should we transition to another song?
What's up, Dad?
Right. This is the anti-Bugs, but I mean,
know.
he's so goofy and the song is so not, but
Yes, because I know we have it's a
You don't know him. He's got a lot of,
that's right.
roots.
He's got baggage.
Send in your questions. Let's do a couple songs. We know that's why we have a lot of fans from near and far that
That's
have
right.
tuned in to see you perform. So,
All right.
all right, cool.
Cool. This song is called Anymore. I got to get the right setting in.
Baby, don't make me write about you again. 'Cause I don't wanna lose all over. And I can see the fire building in your eyes. We got a long, long way to go. 'Cause I don't need or want that guy. I don't need or want him. I don't need or want that guy. I don't need or want him anymore. You got crushed by the greatest escape I could ever make from our love. Will I hang our picture permanently on the wall? 'Cause I don't need or want that guy. I don't need or want him. I don't need or want that guy. I don't need or want him. I don't need or want that guy. I don't need or want him anymore. I believe we can cross this bridge stone by stone. And I have become white porcelain. You can see where I've been thrown. 'Cause I don't need or want that guy. I don't need or want him. I don't need or want that guy. He can't compare. I don't need or want that guy. I don't need or want him. I don't need or want that guy. I don't need or want him anymore. Well, how can I show you can I show you that I love you, babe, and I'm so sorry. I love you, babe, and I'm so sorry. You know I love you, babe, and I'm so sorry.
Cool. And I should say, Mark Williams, known as Gumby in town, played cello on that track. So he did a beautiful job. Cool. Uno mas. All right, one more. We'll keep going. Cool. So I'm going to kind of bring up the tempo a little bit. This next tune. It's called "You Bring Me Down." It's a really positive song.
It wasn't about you and all of her lies, and it wasn't about me, some other guy, and it wasn't about holding the future in the palm of our hands, and it wasn't about the fact we're better off friends. It isn't about the number of times you want to kiss, and it isn't about everything that I miss, and it isn't about giving up or giving in. You're on another plane, and I'm screaming out that you just bring me down. You bring me down. And it wasn't about the fact I'm still addicted to alcohol, and it wasn't about the way your empire fell, and it wasn't about the hours and hours we spent talking on end. You're trying to mend what I won't allow, but you just bring me down. You bring me down. And it isn't that you don't cry, and it isn't that you don't touch, and it isn't that you check out, and it isn't that I'm a mess, and it isn't that I'm spoiled as hell, and it isn't that you got screwed, and it isn't anything to do with you, but you just bring me down. You bring me, you know you bring me down. You bring me down.
Yeah. Nice. Questions are coming in online here, so
Cool.
thanks for sending the questions. One of our good fan and a friend, Pat Gallio, says hi there.
So what's the name again?
Pat Gallio says
Pat
hello.
Gallio.
Yes,
Or
says
Gallo.
hello. She's been to several of our house concerts. She's a big fan. So thank you. Yes. Hey,
Yeah.
Pat.
Hi, Pat.
And then, so Julia Evans,
Mummy.
your mom, coming back,
Mom.
said it was either Twilight or Winter.
Ooh, I'd say Twilight.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Good
And-
one, Mom. Good memory.
Was that a very emotional song because you were so inspired?
Well, it was more like it was actually a love song.
Oh.
Yeah, apparently I wasn't angry when I wrote it. So
But not about vampires, right?
No vampires. Yeah,
Great.
what is that? Is that a show?
I love it. She added too with 4 exclamation points there, right? Janis Joplin.
My
with
mom.
4 exclamation points. Yes.
Yes.
I love
Yeah.
She's big Janice head.
Yes, my mom. She got me started in music,
That's
basically.
great.
Yeah,
Oh,
she would put on the
cool.
Beatles when I was really little, Janis Joplin, Jimi Hendrix. She would put on Nina Simone,
that. Oh, nice.
wow.
Laura Nyro. You
Yeah,
know, like
yeah.
she
Gotta
got.
be so thankful for like, sometimes
Yeah.
it's like a cool aunt or something, but it's just always such a blessing to have someone cool to like show you cool stuff
Right?
in your life when
Oh,
you're so
totally.
young, you know.
Well, she was a hippie, so that helped too. you
Oh
know.
yeah,
Yeah.
same.
Yeah.
I
And
think
look-
our moms would get along. My mom loves Janis Joplin also.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
need to do like a whole mom show. Becky Joe Neal's mom, like we would call all the
Yeah,
time. Yeah,
we
so
really
maybe like
should.
just a mom show.
We should have a mom choir.
Oh,
Hand them
oh.
instruments, you know.
All of them together. Yeah, yeah. And they can sing, some Bobby McGee or whatever.
My favorite karaoke song.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good one.
Oh.
I love that she had such a she had like a beautiful soprano voice, but decided to not sing that way, which was
Janis Joplin. And that's funny. I don't think about her as a soprano.
yeah. She used to. I know exactly. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's a
she's so
completely
guttural.
different style, but
Yeah.
she just sang how she wanted to sing, which is kind of like Tom Waits. But
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
let's get back in these questions here.
So you have the shows coming up here soon, right? Let's make sure we hit on those before
Yeah.
we close. So you've got coming up at Skylark Lounge.
Yeah, on Valentine's Day.
That's
if you
right.
if you hate it, we got your back. If you
Yeah.
love it, we got your back. Sorry. And you're just like, screw Valentine's Day, I need a drink. We start at 6:00, so nice and early. If you can't
Perfect.
wait, you know.
Yes.
And there's a Taco Bell near there, So
Right,
it's like
exactly.
works out. Yeah.
So just give up.
You're already
immediately.
here,
Where I'm taking my date. Is it the whole band that's playing, or
The whole band.
Okay,
Yeah, so you
nice.
get a feel for how we can rock out.
Okay, good. And then after that, again on March 8th at 10 o'clock,
Yeah.
right?
At Dozen Street.
Dozen,
Dozen
yeah, that's
Street.
right, Dozen
Yeah.
Street. Yeah, okay.
Which is
So you got
Mady
that coming.
DeStefano's joint. Awesome joint on 12th
Yes.
Street.
Yeah,
Which is
yeah,
really
it's
good.
very cute.
Yeah. Now, so, and then before we wrap up, is there any of your favorite places that you love to play in town, or any places you haven't played at yet that you're like are special for you? Because we have a large Austin audience, and sometimes they want to know, like, hey, where do the artists like to play?
Oh, yeah. Well, okay, maybe this doesn't quite answer the question, but I really wanted to play at Strange Brew.
Okay.
And then, it went away.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping for something kind of similar. I like a space where where people sit down and actually listen, because we're very lyric based. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good clubs. I gotta say, definitely Dozen Street is one of my favorite places to play,
Yeah.
Okay.
because it's very community oriented.
Right.
Yeah. Do you know Jenny Parrott?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love her. She wants to come on the show,
Oh,
but
all right.
shout out to Jenny Parrott.
Nice.
Yeah. Dozen Street is so cool.
It is,
I
and that's where I
love that
first saw
spot.
her actually.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. She randomly invited me to do her podcast, and
Oh, awesome.
yeah, we're buds now.
And she's a funny
Yeah.
lady, too.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
she's- yeah.
she's so fun.
Yeah.
It's like sometimes nobody's even there. I'm just like, whatever, let's hang out. Like,
What's that like then, as an emerging artist, right, and very talented, and you mentioned a couple of other people you gave shout outs to earlier, right, that need more recognition. What's that like in Austin and trying to land shows, trying to get that recognition that you need? What's that like as an artist every day?
It's brutal, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, people love to hear what they know. And so for original artists in Austin, it's very, very, very difficult. It seems like, I don't know if the formula is this, but like David Ramirez, he's an Austin musician.
Yeah, it's great. Yep.
I'm a huge fan. Shout out, hi David. He's probably not watching.
Oh, he watches every week religiously.
He does?
No, I'm
Oh,
joking.
darn it.
Everybody watches
Got him.
every week. Uh-huh.
But what he did was he packed up and he went on the road for 8 years.
Okay.
And it's like he came back and Austin was like, oh yeah, hey David, like he's
Yeah,
been
yeah.
like doing his thing the whole time. So it kind of seems like
Yeah.
you gotta get out of Austin, then maybe come back and be like, hey, I'm back,
Oh, okay.
for people to kind of recognize you, or it's that, or it's really getting to know as many musicians as you can and work with as many bands as you can.
Okay. Yeah, that's true too. You do see a
Yeah.
lot of artists who are in multiple bands.
yeah,
Is it
yeah.
true for
or like
commu-
a giant dog, or
Yeah.
yeah.
Is that true for comedians as well, though? I mean, just the challenge of trying to land these shows, these opportunities to play. Like, it's a
yeah,
struggle,
I mean,
right?
It's
until you have the representation and the clout to, have someone else organize that for you, you're the one driving the bus. So like you've got to
you're your own record
emails
company.
and exactly. Like you do a whole other job on top of your artwork. And
Oh,
that's,
Yeah,
that's
your
just
artwork.
part of the like professionalism of it. But yeah, I mean, I guess
Your own social
I guess
media
any kind
and
of
stuff.
artwork is gonna like get comfortable or what have you. It depends on. I mean, they call Austin. It's like people will be like, oh, like it's a live music capital of the world, and that doesn't mean that like everyone's a music fan. It just means music is happening and it's live. Like that's it.
Yeah.
So sometimes they want to book something that's like a little more or like less, more background, I guess. Something like that. And
Yeah, or
that's
something
unfortunate
that-
because they're not really watching,
Yeah, something
yeah.
that, that they know. So, and I think,
Right,
like as
right.
Austinites, I mean, I'll include myself in this, like, we get a little lazy because we can go see music
That's true.
on a Tuesday at 10 a.m. on 6th Street if we felt like it.
Yeah,
That's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
somebody's
You
playing
know-
somewhere. Yep.
Absolutely.
You can't do that in other cities, really.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm spoiled rotten.
Yeah, and I think we don't
Absolutely.
know. So we really,
Yeah.
I think I'd encourage everyone out there to just like make a point to at least once a month go see an artist you've never heard of.
That's a great goal.
Yeah,
We're gonna
yeah,
add that
that
to
is
our social
Right.
push.
Good
Yes.
goal.
Go check out, ABGB has some good artists
Yep.
playing.
Great place to play.
Stay Gold is a great club.
Oh yeah,
down the
yeah.
street.
Great,
Right.
great
Now you
stage.
play tonight,
Yeah.
right?
No, I'm playing at Volstead.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah,
all
a couple
Cool.
tunes.
That's gonna be a
Familiar
good
one.
spot for people to sit down because it's got the little tables.
Yeah,
and stuff. I was
that's-
thinking that for Spider House too. If you ever play there.
I played
Be
there a
cool.
while back.
Yeah, that's a good spot.
Yeah, because you have to be in multiple bands, and then and you're right. The covers do what people do want to hear something familiar, and they want to
They
hear what's
do.
popular. And that's why Top 40 Radio does so well, right? Because
Right.
people want to hear what's familiar.
And what's funny is there's only 12 notes. It's all familiar.
Yeah,
it's
that's
just
right.
we rearrange them and have different words. But
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I think though that true music fans though find something exciting about hearing something new. 'Cause,
That's right.
You can only hear more than a feeling so many times.
yeah, you
Yeah.
want to hear that new thing that just like gets
It's
you in your
exciting.
gut.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. And then as an artist too, aside from like difficulties booking and whatever, and however stressful that is, the enjoyment is the doing of the thing. So I mean, there's
That's
always
right.
enjoyment to be done.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Even if you're playing to an empty room, you're still playing.
yeah, exactly.
That's true,
It's
yep.
fun.
Yeah. So as we wrap up, just checking the time here, making sure we don't have questions coming in from the fan base. I think we're okay.
Good.
So how do people book you? Let's get that covered too, so they find
Yeah. They just go on aliceevans.com
you. Okay.
and you can fill out the little form and the email's right on the front page and it's easy.
Okay.
Contact
So-
me directly, or you can contact my manager, aka my boyfriend Glenn Elliott. His
That's
phone
a
number's
great
up there.
boyfriend.
We actually got one call one time where I'm like, really? Hand me the phone.
You're like, no,
Can you
act
make it-
important.
Yeah, exactly. Act like
Pretend
you're
like
doing
they're
it.
on hold.
Yeah,
Pretend
yeah,
like
that's
they're on
right.
hold.
Please hold.
done
Yeah. We gotta wait for the other caller to come through.
Right.
Yes. We're so glad you came on the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. This is an awesome format.
Yeah, I'm glad you enjoy it, and we're hope that you all enjoyed it, tuned in, or if you're going to watch it later, we post it on YouTube about a week later, and then we create a trailer of like the best of the whole show a little bit after that. So we share that, and we do this with a group of volunteers. Everybody working here tonight, Benjamin Allen Levy, our producer. We're here with Brett Winning, running sound and video tonight. Mario Ramirez over here, sweating bullets, running social media, tagging everybody.
Yeah.
And then our super host, my wife Claudia.
That's right. Yeah.
That's right.
She's the best.
So
She's man, Claudia.
yes. And
Yes.
thanks to our sponsors, Hops and Grain. We love you very much. New Standard Manufacturing makes these awesome shirts. And we got a special on the shirts right now, too. You can get a cool music firsthand shirt for 35% off.
Exciting.
I know,
I
right?
want
know.
one right now.
Just drop the mic.
us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Just go to musicfirsthand.live and
Don't forget to check out the Patreon page.
check out the Patreon page and
Yeah.
support us, because we do this every week, every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Next week we have Ryan DeCiato coming on the show, so we're excited about that.
Super exciting.
Yep. And thank you.
Yeah, and thank you. This has been a wonderful maiden voyage. It was lovely to meet you. You have beautiful songs.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Yeah.
having me.
We wish you the best. Let us know how else we can support you. We'd be happy to promote you as much as we can. So Thanks for coming
Love you
on.
guys.
Yeah. Hey, thanks everybody who tuned in. Thanks for watching later. We appreciate it. See y'all.
Bye.
Bye.